All right. Hello, everyone. Good to see you. Paul Tranny here. Going to dive into today's Internet Inspired. I'm so glad you're here. This is where we take the best of the Internet and we do our own fun, creative spin. So let's dive right in. And feel free to say hello in chat. Love to see your shiny faces and all that good stuff. And feel free to say hello. Like I'm doing right now. Boom. All right, cool. Afroja, I see a Kadaja, Selena Gilbert. Fantastic. Now I'm not talking to myself, so I feel good about that. So thank you so much for joining me today. I'm going to go ahead and share with you what we're going to talk about. And it's all about the language of the internet, basically, right? It's all about emojis, right? Isn't it funny how most of our interactions deal with emojis? You know, I just pulled this one up from Ibuka. Says people that actually type out smiles in place of the emoji, red flag. If you type out smiles, that's perfectly great. That's totally fine. But I like what Debbie just did. She typed in hello from Atlanta, Georgia, USA with American flag. Super into it, right? Again, pictures just convey so much more than all these words. Look at that, smiles. Why'd I have to type that out? Hey, Ibuka, we'd like to help you out because we'd like to dive into good old Illustrator, which is what I'm in right now. And I thought we'd make some quick emojis really fast and even like make our own. So this is going to be a lot of fun. Diana as well. Ooh, smiley face with rosy cheeks. We could do that as well. Bonjour from France. Could make the French flag. So much fun. I just kind of pulled up a couple of these. Like we have the kind of this smiley face. That's not even the best smiley face. But let's make a smiley face really fast if we could. Yeah, we're going to make a circle. Let's knock it out. We'll add some character to it. There we are. Boom, boom. And I want to make the smiley face. So this is what typically what people will do is like, okay, you'll jump in, you know, create the eyes. I would do something like this. I like these eyes a little bit better, even the kind with the reflection. And then we'll make a circle. That is going to be the smile, as you can see, like so. So I just like these eyes, by the way. It's just like totally works. We'll crank that up a little bit. We'll hit P for pen, and we'll just add just some points right here and then here, because we only want the smile to go up so far, right? Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. It's a little crooked. Guess what? We could always straighten that out easily by just going, there we go. Straighten it out, something like that. Let's round the caps and I'm going to do some fun 3D. So I think this is going to be really cool. And again, I'm so glad you are here. So welcome. Hello from Laura from Italy. Fantastic. Laura, of course, we want to round those caps. We could do that just like so. I kind of want always the caps to be kind of rounded. But here's the little like smiley face like so, okay? So check this out. Yeah, I could put this on top, by the way. And here's what people would typically do. You have this, and maybe we'll crank this up a point or two, a couple more points, make it a little bit thicker. There we go. Right here we have our smiley face that we could drop on there. That's fine. That's all well and good, right? And you'll try to add some drop shadows and fun stuff. I'm going to do this. I'm going to show you how easy this is, Alana. So check this out. Ooh, it is hot in Phoenix right now. Of course it is. Oh, I love warm weather. I just love it when it's hot out. I'm just like totally into it. But this is what I want to do. So rather than me trying to, you know, add a gradient in some weird way to kind of create that lighting and all that, I'm going to use 3D and materials. So this is what I want to do. Use 3D materials right over here. We'll go to the object, open up this panel, go to object. I'm just going to inflate it because this is going to be so much easier. Bam. There we go. We have our lighting. Okay. So I've just inflated it. You can see me. I'll rotate it around. You can see it's inflated this shape. So it already created the lighting for me, which I love. Right? All right. Let's go into the lighting for this as well. So we want to change the rotation of the lighting. We can have it come from the other side. And guess what? Yeah, let's throw a shadow in there as well. And you can see that rotation. So this is what I want for my smiley face. Isn't this nice? All right. Hopefully my volume, hopefully I'm not too loud. Am I too loud? I'm just getting excited. Okay, what about the smiley face, Paul? Huh? What are you going to do there, huh? We want to put it on there? Of course we do. I'll turn down the volume a little bit on me so I'm not too loud. Sorry if that was the case. Let's take this, because for this 3D object, we could add not only materials, right? Yeah, what am I going to do with most of these? Don't really need them right now. But we can add graphics as well. So what do? We'll take this shape, we'll just group it, and we'll drop it right into that graphics panel. You can see I've already done it a couple times, by the way. So this is like the third time I've done this. Right, cool thing is that it's in there. So I don't really even need that anymore. I'll just come over here, select my shape, and then select the graphic that I just dropped in there. Bam. There we go. Smiley face done. Right, and again, I still have that control to, you know, when I select the object, I still have the ability to kind of rotate this around, and you can see our lovely little smiley face. I'm just into this. Zip. We could get it back to front just like so. And let's render this out. Let's like really see it in all of its glory by clicking this little button right up here. Boom. There we go. We'll render this. We'll give it a second. I'm just dealing with something pretty simple, but you know what? I like simple, clean graphic elements. Look at how clean that is. Look at how nice that is. So here's our two different versions, right? Smiley face 1, smiley face number 2. Which one do you guys like? So you get the idea. And I would still kind of play with all of that lighting too, by the way. So if you adjust the height, maybe it doesn't stretch out as far, right? Notice any changes you make, since I have this rendering turned on, right? You might want to turn that off, right? And then play and make your changes. So I might want to have it come from this side and make it a little more soft, by the way. And let's turn that on again, shall we? Go through, do your thing. Again, I don't have to worry about making, look at that. Look at how gorgeous that is. Come on now, people. I'm just into it. I need to calm down. I'm sorry. I'm just excited for life today. Let's make some more things, shall we? Right? Somebody sent me the emoji for like the person sweating, which I love that smiley face where there's like a little drop of sweat. So we could do all of those. I was just going to pick out some of these, by the way, because these are super easy to work with. Yeah, so let's do that. Let's grab, I bet you didn't know there are web icons. There's a ton of graphics available to you in Illustrator, by the way, like all of these. So I just went to the web icons because I know there's some basic icons in there of just shapes that I need. There it is. Here's my heart. We could do the same thing. Here's my heart. There we go. We'd have some fun with this as well. Super easy to work with. And I'm glad you guys are hanging out with me today. Hopefully you are doing well. Let's actually change the, make sure I have a good color for that. Let's get rid of that, get rid of that. There we are. Here we are. We'll make this a lovely red, right? Lovely red. So we have our flat version. And then right here again, we'll just do the same thing. And maybe we'll add some more to it, right? But we'll go to object and we'll just inflate it. By the way, you can inflate both sides. So look at this. Check this, Osama. I'm going to undo that inflate because I went a little crazy, but look at this. So it only inflated like one side. That might be okay. We could always control the size or the volume of this inflation, and we can say, hey, you know what? Inflate both sides. Make this look more like, maybe it's more like a candy heart, if you will. But this is kind of how you can kind of control the volume. And I think this just works well for a heart, don't you think? Right, you'll rotate it around. Maybe you'll mix it up, or maybe you're not going to get it to where you want it. Just go back down here and say, hey, you know what? Show me the front. And there we are. There's our heart. Let's throw some lighting on there. Let's have it do a drop shadow. Let's increase the height, just like we did earlier. And let's soften it up. And I usually think that looks best if we do something like that. So is this fun, Afroja? Do you like it? Alba, hello from the USA. Lots of love from Pakistani students. Oh, that's good to hear. But look at this. Lots of love for making life easy for me, huh? How easy was this? I think this one has sparkles. Yeah, we can throw some sparkles on there. Let's do that just for fun, shall we? Let's grab a star. So the star has many different points. Just hit up and down arrows. We'll just give it this a four-pointed star, as you can see, like so. And we'll change the color to, I don't know, something like that. Okay, and we'll even round the inside. We could round the insides if we want to. Zoop. Just kind of give it a nice curve like so. Sorry that's hard to see. Not to worry. We would take this and we could even do this a different way, because I've been using Inflate, because Inflate just gives me that little 3D pop for 2D elements. So that's all I need. But I could even use Extrude, just so you know. So I've extruded this, okay? But in this case, I can give it a bevel and make it rounded. So this will give me, and let's decrease the depth. This gives me front. This just gives me like just a different way to add sort of like that that nice bevel that I want, just so you know. Okay, so there it is. I can increase the width and adjust it accordingly. And we want to make sure we just turn on the sort of the shadows for this and adjust accordingly, shall we? So we'll soften it up. Right. And then we have a little fun little sparkle. So we could add a sparkle there. We can make another one, increase the size, right? I don't know. This one's here. This larger one's going to be here. You know, we'll put another smaller one right here. You get the idea. I'm just having fun at this point because I'm just into this fun 3D that we're doing. That's all. Technically, they're not on. It's not part of the same scene, but it's going to be totally fine. Because, again, this is an emoji, and that's all we're doing today is we're making fun emojis, and I'm glad you guys are with me today. Boom. Fun, fun, fun. Ooh, let's do the soccer ball, shall we? Good to have you here. Let's do the soccer ball. Okay, so I'm going to do a... Oh, hello. A circle. And for this circle, we'll make it a color, sure, just so you can see what it looks like. Here's a color. And from here, I'm going to do the same thing. This seems to give me the most control. If I do an inflate, and then you ready for this? For materials, guess what do I have in here? I have symbols. So let's open up one of these symbols. I have this symbol. It's just this pattern, right? Soccer ball pattern. Go right in here. Maybe I'll change the color because it's fine now. But here's this sphere, and we will go to graphics, and we'll see right here. Here's that symbol. Selecting it, and it maps it in there. The reason I like doing it this way is because I have control over it, so I could shrink it down and get the right perspective on this and rotate this like so. So hopefully everyone can see that. You get the idea. It's just fun. It's just fun stuff. That's all. Is there any way to export these objects, these files, as 3D objects? Yes, there is. So again, to answer your question, I'll select this. I will go to my asset export panel. And right in here, we will just add it. Click, boom. There's our 3D object. So this is Smiley. And then right down here, in your asset export, usually export out pings and stuff. Down here at the bottom, I'm so glad you asked this because it'd be hard to find otherwise. Object. There's your OBJ file, your 3D object file. You export it, you know, all that good stuff. Cool, cool. Ba, ba, ba. But yeah, we made our lovely icons. Remember, this was just a circle before. This is what it would be like if I normally did this, and let me just fix this really fast. It's making a, ooh, magical 3D face. Let's get rid of that. Kind of doing these out of order. Let's do this here. And this goes here. And this, what would you normally do? Is you'd fill it with that pattern. So there's a soccer ball pattern that needs to be scaled down. Oh, shoot. Don't transform objects. 50. Boom. 40. Boom. Right? So there we have sort of our typical 2D shapes that we would make in Illustrator, and then now they're current like 3D counterparts. Right? A lot of fun, folks. We're just having fun here. Now I don't have to use C4D for basic modeling all the time. Hey, Osama, if you know C4D, hey, well played, buddy. I'm like into it. Congrats. That's totally awesome. That's just so cool. We're going to make one more since I have this flame. That's kind of what I was working on before, just for kicks. You know, literal kicks, since I used a soccer ball. Let's take this. We'll just bring it over here. So we'll use the same basic shapes. Right, we'll take this, anything in my symbols panel, boom, drop it in there, flame, there it is. So there that is. It actually is going to exist in my graphics panel as well. It's called graphics here, but it's anything in your symbols panel that's going to be in your graphics. Okay, so from here we'll select this, we'll go to object. We could extrude and do all that fun stuff. Let's just do inflate, because again, I just like the lighting that we get right here. And in fact, I can change this lighting. See how this lighting makes it like a little too shiny? You know what? I can give this like a little bit of splash of yellow. And it's casting this yellow light. Let's increase that. I don't know. Maybe I'll just throw it. Let's do teal. See how it changes it? So I'm going to get variations in color. That's just going to give me like a little bit more might make it a little bit more interesting is all. Right, so that's all I'm doing. Let's go to materials. Ba-da. Add that. There's our flame. Let's move our flame down. And then you have that basically. The flame's probably not going to have a shadow. But we could at least play with the lighting a little bit. Right? So again, it could be like darker down below and then get lighter. And guess what? Let's just turn on that rendering for it just for fun. And then here's our initial one. And then our final. The language of the internet. Emojis. Yeah, Debbie, hopefully you're into this. How easy was this? I just made these easy 3D icons using Illustrator. And yeah, you can just see how powerful it is and how quick you can knock out some cool stuff at a fraction of the time, to be honest with you. Like you're already drawing those shapes. It's almost like 3D does all the shading for you, which I'm totally into. Yeah, so much depth, right? So hopefully you guys like these, and I should probably move these over. I'm going to make a mess of this. But it's kind of like, you know, what set do you prefer? And you know what? Let's take the soccer ball. Let's actually throw some shading on it. So turn on shadows for that. And then let's turn on the rendering for that as well. And that's all we need to do. Right? Felicia, good to see you as well. And again, this is all in Illustrator. Isn't it crazy? So there you have it, folks. Just some fun emojis that I made quite simply in Illustrator. Based on that tweet that you saw a second ago. So Deborah, I hope you're into it. Yash, Felicia, and everyone, Alana. Hopefully you guys appreciated this. And I think these turned out really cool, to be honest with you. Totally into it, you know? Only took me 20 minutes. So don't tell your boss how fast and easy things are to do. EAI Design. Hey, good to see you, man. I haven't seen you in a bit. And just a recall back to our tweet. This is internet inspired. That is internet inspired, where we take the best of the interwebs and we do our fun spin, in this case, emojis. And it comes from this tweet right here. All right. Well, thank you so much, everybody. Really appreciate you guys. We'll go ahead and I'll let you go. And I might be posting these to Instagram later. So thanks for hanging out. And yeah, let's keep the conversation going on the social medias with, of course, emojis like the green heart and all the hearts. I'm so glad I made a heart. Ooh, and Afroja knocks out all of the... you want to do a t-shirt model, please? You got to help me out, be more specific exactly what you're looking for. But yeah, go ahead and try it. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful day, and we will chat soon and keep conversation going on the interwebs. We'll see you all soon. Thank you.